If you enjoy videos like this, subscribe to the channel before the video starts. John moved quietly down the dark corridor of the alien spaceship. The walls were smooth, glowing faintly with a strange blue light. Every step echoed, but he felt no fear. Curiosity pushed him forward. He had traveled far from Earth, following rumors of an intelligent alien species, and now he had finally found them. Suddenly, the air shifted. A cold, strange breeze passed through the corridor. John froze. From the shadows, a figure emerged. She was tall, elegant, and her skin shimmered like liquid silver. Her eyes glowed a deep violet, and a soft light seemed to flow around her, almost like a halo. The Alien Queen. John's heart raced. He had seen pictures, read descriptions, but nothing prepared him for this moment. The Queen looked at him silently. Then, her lips moved, forming words he could barely understand. The sound was melodic but strange, like a song mixed with a warning. John strained to catch it. "Do not touch again," she said finally, in a voice he could understand. John stepped back instinctively, but his curiosity was stronger than fear. Why was she warning him? What would happen if he touched her? His mind raced, and before he could stop himself, he reached out his hand. As soon as his fingers brushed her arm, a strange pulse traveled through him. It was not painful, but it shocked every nerve in his body. Images flashed before his eyes, distant stars, unknown planets, battles in space, and creatures he had never seen. He gasped and fell to his knees. The Queen watched him carefully, her eyes calm but piercing. John felt her presence in his mind, a quiet strength and intelligence that he could barely comprehend. She was warning him, yes, but there was more. Something important. Something he needed to know. John's breath came in short, quick gasps. He wanted to pull away, but he couldn't. The visions continued, memories, warnings, secrets of the universe. It was overwhelming, but also mesmerizing. He realized that this was not just a touch, it was a connection. The Queen finally spoke again, softly. "Curiosity can be dangerous, human. You must choose, listen or suffer the consequences." John looked up, meeting her glowing eyes. He could feel a strange trust forming between them. Despite the warning, he wanted to know more. He wanted to understand the secrets she carried. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and a low hum echoed through the corridor. John knew he had little time. Something was coming. Something that made the Queen tense. She stepped back, her voice firm, "Go, or do not touch again. The choice is yours." John hesitated, his hand trembling. Curiosity and fear battled inside him. The Queen's warning was clear, but the connection he felt was stronger than anything he had ever experienced. As he stood there, torn between obeying and exploring, a thought struck him: some mysteries could not be avoided. Some knowledge demanded risk. He reached out again. And in that moment, everything changed. John woke up in a room that seemed alive. The walls pulsed with a soft green light, like the heartbeat of the spaceship itself. He sat up slowly, his mind still buzzing from the strange touch of the Alien Queen. The memory of the pulse, the visions, and the warning all felt like a dream, but the faint glow on his skin told him it was real. The Alien Queen was there, standing silently at the far end of the room. Her eyes, still glowing violet, followed every movement he made. There was no anger, only curiosity, a calm, almost dangerous patience that made John's skin crawl. "You are awake," she said, her voice smooth and low, echoing slightly in the chamber. John nodded, his throat dry. What happened? What was that pulse?" The Queen moved closer, and John noticed the soft rhythm of her aura, a strange warmth that seemed to reach out to him. It was a connection. A link, temporary, but powerful. "You saw what I see. You felt what I feel. And now, part of you carries the knowledge of our people." John's mind spun. Images returned, visions of alien fleets moving through unknown stars, battles he could not have imagined, and warnings etched into his mind. "Why me? Why now?" he whispered. The Queen's gaze softened slightly. Because you are human. Your kind is unpredictable, strong, creative, and dangerous. The enemy knows you are here. You must act carefully, or both our species could be destroyed. John swallowed hard. Enemy? A shadow moved at the corner of the room. Another alien emerged, different from the Queen, with sharp features and cold eyes. It was clear this was the one the Queen feared. John's pulse quickened. The visions came back stronger, showing a dark force plotting to strike humanity. You touched her again, the Queen said, stepping between John and the newcomer. And now, your mind is linked with mine. That link can protect you, or destroy you. The choice is yours. John felt the weight of her words. He could feel her thoughts brushing against his mind, showing him strategies, dangers, and possibilities he had never imagined. A strange trust began to grow. He knew that if he acted carefully, he could survive this encounter and perhaps save many lives. Suddenly, the room trembled, and lights flickered. The enemy alien hissed, advancing slowly, weapons ready. John realized he could either run or take a risk he did not fully understand. The Queen stepped closer, her aura glowing brighter. You must touch me again, she said, her voice firm, almost urgent. Only then can the connection protect you from what comes next. John hesitated, fear and curiosity clashing inside him. But deep down, he knew this was no ordinary choice. This was a chance to understand, to fight, and to survive. He reached out. And the moment his fingers brushed her arm, the room exploded with light. Knowledge, power, and danger rushed into his mind at once. He saw the enemy's plan, the fate of distant planets, and the secret that could save humanity. John gasped. The connection was complete and there was no turning back. The spaceship shivered as if it were alive, reacting to the tension in the air. John stood in the glowing chamber, his hand still touching the alien Queen. The pulse between them had grown stronger, almost unbearable, filling his mind with visions of distant stars, alien fleets, and dangers approaching faster than he could comprehend. He blinked, trying to focus. Around him, the walls rippled with strange light, showing fleeting images of worlds under threat. The enemy was not just close, they were here, moving silently through the shadows of space. And the Queen's aura seemed to hum, as if calling to the universe itself for protection. You must trust the bond, the Queen said softly, yet her voice carried a weight that made him shiver. If you hesitate now, it could destroy everything. John swallowed hard. Fear surged through him, but so did a strange courage. He realized this was more than survival. This was humanity's chance, and maybe even the chance for a new future between species. Suddenly, the chamber doors hissed open. Shadows of the enemy soldiers streamed in, their weapons glowing ominously. John could feel the link with the Queen vibrating violently in his mind, sending flashes of strategy and movement he could barely process. He instinctively stepped forward. With a surge of energy from their connection, John and the Queen moved as one. He could feel her thoughts guiding him, showing him weaknesses in the enemy's formation. Together, they created a wave of light so intense it disoriented the intruders. Every move was precise, every strike calculated, though John had never learned such skills before. The connection made him more than human, stronger, faster, smarter. But then, the unexpected happened. The energy between them reached its peak. John saw visions not just of the enemy, but of the future itself, paths where humanity could rise, alliances with aliens could thrive, and a universe that could change forever. And yet, he also saw a cost. The bond was permanent. Once this was done, there would be no going back. The Queen's eyes met his. Do you accept it? She asked, her voice calm but urgent. John hesitated for a fraction of a second. Then he nodded. Yes. Whatever it takes. In that instant, the light exploded around them. The enemy was thrown back, incapacitated, and the threat vanished for now. John felt the energy settle, leaving him exhausted but alive. The Queen stood beside him, her aura dimming slightly, but her eyes still glowing with the power of the bond. You have touched the future, she said. And together, we will shape it. Humanity will not fall, not while this bond exists. John looked at her, realizing the truth of her words. He was no longer just a human explorer. He was part of something greater, a bridge between worlds, a protector not only of Earth but of the possibilities the universe held. And as the spaceship hummed quietly around them, John understood the Queen's final secret: some connections are not just physical, not just mental, they are the key to survival, the spark that can ignite hope in the darkest corners of the cosmos. The bond was complete, the enemy defeated, and the story of humanity had just taken a leap into the unknown.